Night shoot. We haven't done a night shoot since Troll Massacre. Troll Massacre ended with us in the street at 4 a.m. blowing up watermelons with homemade pyrotechnic charges and hoping the neighbors didn't wake up. So being impatient gamers, we often like to stop and talk about, like where things are going with games, where things are going with different technology and how it's advancing. It's always really exciting to think about, like, oh, where are we going to be in a couple of years?
We did this video like Future Rock Band, where we sort of like, well, what's the future of rhythm gaming? And so we thought it'd be kind of fun, like, well, what's the future of like motion control gaming? And so what we did in this video isn't like entirely made up. We're not just like, just coming up with crazy stuff. A lot of the pieces of the technology that we're showing like exist not in like as advanced a form, but like there's a little bit of like augmented reality stuff going on already. So the motion control stuff, and we sort of took all these pieces and brought them together. Like how can we make this like as cool as possible? So we were like, all right, well, let's kind of procedurally generate and place enemies, and we made this sort of fake rig of what it might look like, with your head-mounted projector and the controller and everything. You could be able to be in any environment.
You probably have to figure out some powerless solution or some battery-powered solution.
Like a car, like you just run the line straight up.
You have to look up to the wires on the road.
Yo, we got the champion. The champion core untangler. The champ is here.
Right? 3, 2, 1, go.
You're gonna get run over. You gotta hurry.
Finish strong. You gotta finish strong.
You won't hit me. You won't hit me.
Strong.
You won't hit me.
Boom. What was that? Time. What was that?
Time it.
What happened, Brandon?
Freddy flipped it over.
Whoops.
You can't flip it over, otherwise it won't uncoil right.
Girl. Wild.
God.
Usually Freddy's hair is so soft. Well, my hair's like that too.
It's humidity.
It's humidity. It's a clammy night. Freddy gets like more tweets about his hair, like, "Hey Freddy, I just have one question. As a straight guy, what conditioner do you use?" It's like, what?
Well, I'll tell you what I use. I use Costco brand conditioner, Costco brand shampoo. Literally nothing special.
Oh, today I'm heading over to Insomniac, where they've graciously agreed to animate their Chimera enemies for our latest video. We're going to put them in there as holograms. So we've already got all our shots tracked. They're going to basically take the in-game animations and blend them together for us and render them out. We've never really worked this directly with a game developer before to get assets for our videos, so it's a lot of fun. It's particularly nice of them to do this right now because they're actually, I don't know if you guys know much about the production cycle of games, but basically they're in crunch time right now. They're right in the middle of that, and they're taking a day out of their busy schedule to have a couple animators, and they're gonna sit there and do some animations for us, so this will be great. So we're just gonna be at Insomniac for today, so we gotta get everything that we need and make sure that we have every single element and shot before we leave, since tomorrow they gotta go back to their regular jobs, do their regular thing. Before we leave, we're gonna line up everything and just drop into the shots, do really rough composites, and just make sure we have the elements we need just to double check it. Whenever you're doing a CG object that you're gonna comp into a shot, it's key to find as many ways to make it interact with the shot in like a real world way as possible. The easiest ways to do it, and like obviously if it could pick things up and move things around, that's best, but that's really hard to do. So the easiest way to make it interact is obviously shadows, ambient occlusion, like contact shadows, proximity. So for a video game, normally the animators, they complete the animations and then obviously the engine and handles all the rendering when it goes out. But so today we're showing a little bit of our world, which is where we actually have to render it out of the computer and get the frames and composite them ourselves. So our day in Insomniac was ultimately a success, mainly because it was only one day in Insomniac. As
opposed to many days.
Yeah, right during as many days as it often can take. We went in there in the middle of crunch time and managed to get all 11 shots out.
After we got them back though, it was our job to composite them in. Normally we go with like a photorealistic thing, like the helicopters and some of our videos, like, okay, we have to do all this stuff to make sure it looks photorealistic. But with this, the idea is that it's being projected from the projector on my head. So we can kind of go for like a ghostly sort of projected look, which is kind of fun because you can do all sorts of weird things with the filters and experiment around with it to get kind of a unique look for it.